Hey, what a day indeed. It just doesn't end the line. Just did a massive, explosive video on Liberal NDP lies sold to all Canadians. And now we have Canada Proud in the name of the CPC telling a huge whopper, telling all of you, donate. Friends and followers sharing it to me. Canada Proud, in the name of the Conservatives, are going to end the Chinese occupations of Canada. All these issues that are somewhat supposed to be secret came to life by CSIS. Canadians, friends, followers, here is a myth bust for the Conservatives. Just as big a liar as the Liberals and NDP. There is no truth in any political parties here in Canada. Canada Proud, a civil society attached to the Conservative Party of Canada, says we're going to end the Chinese collusion in our politics, in our economy, in all of it. The Liberals are to blame. I'm sorry. Absolute truth. That's what we do. In 2011, Pierre Poilievre, now leader of His Majesty's official opposition, Conservative Party of Canada, took $13,000 from the Communist Party of China, written, logged, cemented in the Parliament of Canada while the Conservatives were running Canada, signed the Canada-China Sino deal, giving them secured access to many fronts of Canadian economics, including your security, your private information. They allowed those police stations in. It's all there, cemented forever and a day for 37 years. Pierre Poilievre voted in Harper's Privy Council, meaning not you, Canadians, not you. He took $13,000. That's what that lowlife, degenerate, liberal-loving maniac, just like Justin Trudeau, because he is. He reigns in Ottawa. He's been there for more than 20 years. Him and Harper developed the China-Canada Sino deal. Canadians, if you haven't read it, it's called FIPA. It's 37 years. That's the contract. That's the treaty we made with a P5 member, Communist China, against our then used to be largest trading partner, with a surplus, I might add, to now China. That's what Harper and Pierre Poilievre did. It's logged. It's there forever. Canada Proud says, give us money so we can fund Pierre Poilievre and teach China a lesson. Because as Pierre Poilievre did upon the death of Queen Elizabeth, is the first thing he tweeted, God save the King. I swear and bind my oath of allegiance, not to you, Canadians, but his wallet, as he always has and always will do. His oath is with the design of the British Empire, an Axis power reality, and he filled his pockets for 13 grand 1 month to screw you out of billions of dollars, him, Harper, and the entire Privy Council, all these Conservatives that you love and respect. This video is not going down. It's not cockamamie. It's absolutely reality. Logged forever and a day in the House of Commons. You can go read it. Pierre Poilievre, outside of all democratic process, in Privy Council, voted for the Canada-China 37-year Sino deal. It's why there's Chinese police stations. It's why China owns many of our former military institutions. I can show you everything that is Alberta that was transferred over to China, just like the rights to many of our minerals. 90% of what we're going to do with electric in cars and much, much more, Pierre Poilievre signed over for 13,000 Chinese communist dollars against the expressed will of all of you, the people. Now they say, donate to me and we're going to end the liberal reign of terror with communist China. I'm sorry, it was Pierre Poilievre, Stephen Harper, and the rest of the then Privy Council, lifetime sworn members. There's no such thing as liberal. There's no such thing as conservative or NDP or Bloc or the rest of them. They all swear and bind their oath to a far-off divine elite. Give all international narrative. The whole issue now today, folks, that Pierre Poilievre fails to share with you, Canada Proud, a civil society attached to the Conservative Party of Canada, fails to tell you, is that they ratified a treaty with Communist China against 79% of all Conservatives, Liberals, and NDP supporters in Canada. You, the electorate, you said, no, Liberals, Conservatives, NDP, don't do it. We like our trade surplus with the United States of America. We don't want to share any more of our sovereignty with any more nations in the world because we have none. We've given it away. The British Empire, now the UK, came to the end of a deal with Hong Kong, a 100-year deal based on the opiate drug wars. Why we have opiate problems worldwide. The royal family cemented and did that. They built all the drug farms in India, and they forced that on the Chinese against the Chinese government, who then went into revolution and out of World War II became communist. A new idea. It's only 100 years old. First with the Soviet Union, then China, who broke free from the United Kingdom post-World War II. And the end of the Hong Kong city occupation of the British Empire ended just a few years ago. And now the Canada-China Sino deal that Pierre Poilievre voted into being against mass majority of Canadians' wishes says, pay me money through my civil society, Canada Proud, and we'll end it. You have to pay me to break the treaty that I forged. Do you think that's going to happen against the might of China, a P5 member? Do you think Pierre Poilievre is going to break the Canada-China Sino deal? Do you think, with no access to the supply and value chains, any member of the Conservative Party of Canada can breach the Canada-China Sino deal? No, we'd have to declare war on China. Do you think USA is going to declare war on China? Do you think USA, if Canada declared war on China, do you think USA is going to back up Canada? No. The answer is no. Pierre Poilievre will be slapped across the face, knocked to the floor by the American allies. They will knock him on his filthy, lying, degenerate, fraudulent ass. A liar. As bad and even worse in some respects than Trudeau. Trudeau has massive atrocities under his belt as his father before him. These fuckers, these divine first-class politicians only exist to rape, pillage, and plunder. The defined, constitutionally defined, I'll say that again, subjects and savage Indians. That's forever and a day, Canada. It will never change. No matter how much money you pay these assholes, They're going to continue to lie, cheat, and steal from you. Liberal, conservative, NDP, Bloc, Green, and all parties that ever get elected to the federal parliament. They're all going to continue to do it. They're only one party, a crown party. That is your constitution. Those are the highest laws of the land. They're not going to breach China, not without the blessing of the United States of America. And they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. He's a liar. As Trudeau is a liar, so is Pierre Poilievre. They are the same Laurentian elite liars who exist in one federal crown. Flip, flop, slaves and savages. That's all there ever is. Pierre was paid a very modest sum. In 1 month, he met with the Chinese party and took that money. Total monies he took during that process exceed $30,000. That's how he makes money. That's how he lives his life. He's never earned money the honest way. None of the politicians do. They exist in divine socialism and divine capitalism. Either way, it's the same thing. A rigged game where all of you, the people who are defined as subjects, slaves, and savage Indians who are to be liquidated of everything they should have to satisfy that crown. That is Canada. It's never changed, never will change. Canada Proud is only there to secure monies to finance Pierre Poilievre as he continues to rape, pillage, and plunder. That's how they do it. You're only making these pricks richer. Why do they need money to do the right thing? Why do they need your money? They're not going to spend it on that, and I promise you, Canada will never declare war on China. They won't breach that deal. And batteries and all of the new Green New Deal is largely going to be utilized by China. You'll have kids in China making your batteries. That's what's going to happen. If you don't believe it, look at the supply and value chains. Canada has none of those things. They rely on China, USA. That's who has their supply and value chains. The only other options would be the Russian Federation, the British Empire, who doesn't need to supply Canada with any supply and value chains. They are comfortable in their financial supply chains, flying diamonds out of Ontario or monies out of the rest of Canada, trading it for Bitcoin and bananas. Really easy for UK. They have the luxury of a sworn oath of allegiance of all our politicians to give to the benefit of the former British Empire, which is the UK today. And all the UK has to do is register corporations in Crown Colonial British Empire holdings, still not dismembered from World War II. And that's how they hide. Wealthy elites hide in these designs, just like Canada's design. And our politicians get to wear their crowns, raping and pillaging and plundering all of you. Heinous crimes, heinous frauds, that's what it is. But they get to do it over and over and over again because there's nothing legally to stop them. It's not a crime. It's a crime for all of you to participate in that respect, but not them. Constitution only cements them, not you, none of you. Criminal code will come down hard on all of you, but not them. Not them, they're above it. They're the divine first class under divine socialism and divine capitalism. They get all the perks, you get all the negatives, you pay for it all. That is Canada. It's never going to change. No matter how much money you give to so many people, it will never change. That's my video. Credible, real, verifiable. There's no one coming to myth bust it because it's true. It's logged in the House of Commons for everybody forever and a day. Sad, sick, and wrong. Share because it's the right thing to do. Because As long as we allow this stuff to keep going, it's never going to change. As long as we allow them to continue in their legal system, unrestricted, and we don't demand any change, we don't bring a party forward to dismantle it, it's never going to change. And that's what we're doing. We're bringing that party forward. We're going to break the crown into all the 40 million pieces for all the First Peoples and all Canadians. Power to the people. For the first time ever in Canadian history. Get this video shared out. People need to know. They need to know the gross rapes, the pillages, the plunders. Why do you have to pay politicians to do the right thing when you research the item they're talking about and they created it? They legislated it. Legislators, parliamentarians, legislators, they made the laws. Not evil billionaires, not foreign organizations. Your crown colonial parliamentarians and legislators in the regions, they all craft the laws that are doing this to you. Nobody else. The billionaires don't just walk in here and write laws. Your politicians write all the laws. That's their job. And they tell you got to pay for justice. You have to pay for reasonable. You have to pay for good, or you get evil. And even if you pay them, they do the evil anyway. Because they're in the Constitution. You're not. You are subjects and savage Indians defined. That's all there is in Canada legally. People need to wake up. Canada Proud will not save you. You're just going to make another tyrant richer. I know a lot of people don't know about the world of civil societies in Canada. I'm going to do that course for all those in the party who wish to learn it. Every Canadian's going to get it. Many Albertans already got it from me. But now it's got to go Canada-wide because there's a huge black void zone Canadians have no idea about, and I see that, and I know it has to be done. This is my video. Credible, real, verifiable. That's the most important. Can't be taken down. It's the truth. Can't shut down the truth. Share, share, share. It's the right thing to do. Bye now.